Hi there, my name's Megan Lawn. I'm coming to you right now from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. For those of you who don't know the area, it's about 12 miles outside of Philly where Drexel's located. When the capstone program came up, I was really excited about all the potential postings at UPenn and the Philly Library, really storied institutions. But when I started drilling into logistics, I realized there was no way for me to get there without getting on this perpetually gridlocked road, I-76. And it'd be a 2-3 hour round trip for me outside of the actual library work. So I started looking closer to home. There's a lot of really great libraries in the area, a lot of colleges around here, and I went to all of them. The one I was most hoping to get a position at, though, was the Upper Merion Township Library. That's my local library, more than 5, less than 10 minutes down the road. I'd done a number of reports on the library for my studies at Drexel and was really impressed with it. They run over 600 children's programs and nearly 400 adult programs every year. It's a small library, second floor of the township building, but it's got a really, really strong community presence. Previously, they weren't accepting even volunteers. I tried for years, but I was fortunate that a new director recently took up a role there. Her name's Laura Arnhold. She's young, early 30s. She's been there long enough that the transitions happen and that she's starting to really make some major changes. She's trying to modernize a lot. Not in the sense of a Paley Library robot, but just trying to get people off of typewriters, things like that. So she was eager to have somebody come on and help out, and I was eager to help. It was the perfect situation. But then my first setback happened. We had made a plan of action for the capstone, and weeks went by, and she wasn't signing off, and she wasn't getting back to me, and the deadline passed. I finally got a call from her. She said, "You got to come in and talk." And I was completely freaked out. I thought I lost my capstone, was going to have to do another semester at Drexel. And it turns out that she brought me in because they wanted to hire me in the adult reference section, which was fantastic. I've learned a lot working there. That, however, was not without its challenges. I came in, and while my paperwork was being processed, I worked in the children's library, which was the original plan. I did a lot of weeding. I did a little bit of reference work. I kind of learned the lay of the land, how all the systems work, how their computers work, OPAC, their databases. And during that time, my paperwork got processed, and then I started training for reference. Well, here the children's department were promised 10 weeks of somebody helping out doing whatever they needed. And then the reference department said, "Oh, no, wait, she's ours. She's a hire." So there was a bit of back and forth there that I was kind of stuck in the middle of. We reached a good agreement, though. What I did was spend a good amount of time while working on the weeding, which is their primary goal right now. They have no room for new books. Is I worked in the children's reference, so I got to learn the same skill sets. I just worked with a different group. I also continued my commitment to work with their really big yearly children's program, which is Night of the Enchanted Library. Got to know a lot of the kids that way. It was fantastic. The user community is well educated, upper middle class, lots of families, lots of small children. We have a really strong mix of cultures, which is unusual for a suburb in Pennsylvania, frankly. And I think I must have done well with the kids because they offered me the position as the Pajama Story Hour lady, which I'm really excited about. It starts January 22nd. I didn't really see myself working with kids, but I like it. The reference work's different. A lot of, "Hi, I want a blue book with a piggy on it," and I just have to kind of remember, but it's fun, and they're fun to interact with and work with. I was supposed to train quite a bit in circulation, but that hasn't happened because this is another setback. 2 of the 4 reference staff members became very ill over the past few weeks, so I ended up picking up a lot of shifts for them. I have learned a lot of circulation just kind of by happenstance, trial and error, so that's okay. But I will need to train further on that. The other focus that didn't really get off the ground for my capstone project, and this was a really big one, was that I was to plan and present 2 programs. one for the local high school seniors who have a huge research project and practically no information literacy training outside of their Google foo. And the other was a reading merit badge for the local Boy Scout troop. Neither of those got off the ground, partially because of holidays and work schedules, partially because of clearance problems with the high school, and just having trouble getting the scouts in. Like I said, a lot of the staff at the library was sick. A lot of the kids in the area were sick, my 3 included. Terrible flu went around. Luckily, I was spared. At any rate, the work I did on those is not kind of off or not. It's still going to get off the ground. It's planned for a few weeks from now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got pushed back again. They have it right now set up to fall right over Christmas and New Year's. At any rate, we're still going to be presenting those. It'll be a 3-part session for the Boy Scouts and a 2-part session with options for one-on-one information literacy and research tutoring with the high school students. In the meantime, I'm working the reference desk as often as I can. I absolutely love it. I'm weeding on my downtime, often with my 3 kids in tow, and making really great connections at the library. It's really fantastic that I've come on board when this new young director came in, because she's making a lot of headway, a lot of networking with libraries well outside of our township and our district and our consortium, which is extra great for me because our family's planning a move to the next county over in the next year. I should still be able to work at Upper Marion Township, but it's great that I'm making so many contacts in the Bucks County Library system through Laura. I'm really loving everything I do there. I love working with the adults. A lot of odd questions. I'm finding a lot of people want me to do things like tell them their Google password, which I can't do. But I have had the opportunity to help people with a lot of basic computer stuff. I helped facilitate, set up a couple more teen tech nights where basically a bunch of teenagers come in and older people come in with devices, and the teenagers fix them. They even showed somebody how to work a TV remote, which I thought was really cute. I have, like I said, a lot of kids. I'm starting story hours soon, January. I have a fair amount of college kids and kind of moms like myself that are going back for their masters that I've done a bit of academic writing tutoring with, and we're potentially going to do a full program for kind of back to school moms, which I'm excited about too. It's kind of close to my heart. So I am well over the time limit now, but I have accomplished a job, contacts, future story time. I've accomplished my first real legit library experience. I've tutored, I'm working with real programming. I've got a great boss, an amazing staff. I love everybody I work with, which I've never been able to say before about any job I've been in. Everybody's lovely and funny and wonderful and warm. The community's great. It's very local. Worst comes to worst, I can bring my kids in and let them set up camp at the Children's Little Theater in the library. So it's really ideal. I've learned, I don't know, just so much from this experience, and it landed me my first job as a librarian, so I'm thrilled with it. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen. I hope everybody is having as great a time and as fantastic an experience as I am at the Capstone Project. And I wish everybody just so much happiness and so much luck after graduation. So congratulations to everybody who is about to move on. Thanks so much.